Hello everybody. Today I picked up another 4 random Hot Wheel cars from my collection. I keep those in boxes and I have them separated to countries where they came from. Well, not really countries, but rather parts of the world. So I have them separated to Europe, Asia, and America. And it's another 4 random cars that I just happened to pick up. So the first one that I have here is a nice little green Honda City Turbo 2. It's not a treasure hunt, it's just a regular model from Hot Wheels Turbo, from the Hot Wheels Turbo series and reuse rides, which I don't know if anybody finds this collection particularly memorable. I don't think they make those anymore, but I think it's gotta be one of my favorites, honestly, because they produce some really, really nice cars, in my opinion. This Honda has some really nice decals. I I love the color combination on this one. And they also, all of these reuse rides came with a little thing over here with a little logo. I read up about this collection, reuse rides. I honestly just can't remember what it's about right now. It's about one of their creators, I think, but I don't want to make stuff up on the spot. I just genuinely can't remember right now. I do like this one. I think I have a couple of these, not in green. I'm pretty sure this is the only one in green that I have. I think they came in a bunch of other colors. I don't know what colors right now, honestly, but I know that this was definitely not the only one. I've never seen this particular car in real life ever. I I'm not even sure if they were sold in Europe, honestly. I'm gonna go with probably yes, because I mean it's a little tiny little hatchback, which you know, that's, I mean, in Europe, some of the most sold cars at a time were hatchbacks, in particular the Peugeot 206. So there is definitely a market for this. Although, is it really a hatchback or is it a K car? Now that I think about it, it might be a K car, right? I I'm not entirely sure. Probably a K car since it's Japanese, especially. Anyway, I find this one really nice. Um, I'm not a big fan of green colored cars for some reason, but this one's nice. It's an old Japanese car. I do like those a lot. And I have an old Honda myself. It's not a City though. It's not a Honda City. I don't even think they make Honda Cities anymore. They were on the market for a couple of generations. I see some even in the town where I'm from, but it's it's really rare. Barely anybody buys Hondas here anymore anyway. Gonna put that to the side, and the next one is a Subaru WRX STI. Uh, Comes in white with a lot of decals. Hot Wheels Speed Graphics collection. Also not a treasure hunt, just a regular model. But as I said in my previous video, I tend to pick up mostly real cars rather than the made up fake ones. Although those are definitely charming, but I don't have infinite storage for these things, so I mostly just pick up real cars. So yeah, this is one of them. I was actually considering buying one myself. Not definitely not a WRX STI, but just a regular 2 liter diesel. One of these, but I've been told that they're not extremely reliable. I actually One of my friends has a Subaru BRZ, and we used to go to this authorized Subaru dealership, and I was talking to one of the people there, one of the guys there, and he told me that the first generation of these things, the 2 liter diesel option, they were not particularly very well made. So I guess I should be happy that I never went for it. I honestly have no idea. I ended up buying a Lancer 1.5 petrol engine. Uh, and now I'm having trouble selling it, honestly. But this is something completely different. I mean, this is a hatchback, and they sound really good. And I don't know about the reliability of these, of like the real WRX STI of these hatchbacks. I honestly don't even know how favored they are in the Subaru community. But yeah, I always like the looks of them. They make a cool sound, so I just ended up going for something else, I guess. Go ahead and put that to the side as well. Next one, an older Mazda RX-7. I think this is a model from the 80s, late 80s, something like that. I'm not exactly a car expert, just a car enthusiast. Also not a treasure hunt, although it kind of looks like it could be a treasure hunt because it's got nice graphics, I would say. And yeah, this is actually, again, it just so happens to be a car that I almost got my hands on at one point. Actually, I was choosing one of my first cars, and this RX-7 was one of my picks. I ended up buying a Mazda, but it was not an RX-7. It was a Mazda MX-3. Not very well known, not super reliable, but it was the first car that I ever bought. That was over a decade ago. That was that was some time ago, honestly. These are still up for sale in some places. I see them in I see them on mobile.de. It's a big German website for used cars. A couple of years ago, like 1 or 2 years ago, they still weren't super expensive for some reason, but now the prices really skyrocketed. At least in this European market, I'm not sure how reliable they are. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life. Maybe, honestly, maybe just once, but I'm not even honestly sure about that. This one looks nice. It's got some kind of wide body kit kind of thing going on. I'm not sure if it's anything official or just something made by Hot Wheels. Yeah, Hot Wheels J Imports series. Again, not a treasure hunt, just a regular car. And I think these also came in different colors. I'm not exactly sure. But I do like this sort of Jaguar electric blue looking color. I think it's nice. The wheels are simple. And yeah, I mean, not much else to say. I do have, I mean, my own personal experience with this car. As I said before, I almost got my hands on one. Maybe it could have been a fun. Maybe it would financially ruin me. Who knows? I never got my hands on it in the end. I got a Mazda MX-3. Like I said, it was a nice little car. It had the 1.8 liter V6 engine. Beautiful sounding car. But yeah, I ended up selling that for a loss. This is not very lucky with cars, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna put that away as well. And the last one that I randomly picked, this also resides in my Hot Wheels Asia box because it's not a real car. It's inspired by, it sort of looks like an old 50s 60s race car kind of thing, like maybe a Ferrari or something like that. They called it the Coupe Clip. It's actually a keychain at the same time. Yeah, Xperia Motors series. I mean, in the series you can find a lot of interesting things. This being one of them. These were also treasure hunts. This is not a treasure hunt. This is just a regular one. But I do like this one the most because it comes in this like sleek silver color with the little decal on the side. I actually had this as a keychain for a while. Actually, I still have it as a keychain. I just don't drive the car anymore. I gave the car back to my dad. The It's a Peugeot 3008. Yeah, I had that as a keychain there. It's kind of heavy, but I had to have something. I didn't want it to have just a generic Peugeot keychain, so I decided to go for this little Hot Wheels car. Bought two of them. One of them is still on the key, of course, and this one is right here in my hand. So yeah, I did pick up the other one. It was colored. I'm gonna find it at some point for sure, but it had some colors on it. There was the treasure hunt version. I never found that one. I never ended up finding the treasure hunt. But you gotta be lucky to get those, or maybe you need to have some connections, or I don't know, maybe you just need to get to your local store at the right time, which I didn't. I have many other treasure hunts, just not this one. It doesn't bother me too much, honestly. I look for them only whenever I have time. I don't particularly go out of my way to look for treasure hunts or anything like that. I just like to collect them at random, honestly. And oh, look at that! It actually shows that it functions as a little keychain. So that's really nice. 2022. I didn't realize it's been so long since I got this one. But yeah, these are all the 4 models that I picked for today. And yeah, what else can I say? It's just a little part of my collection. Thank you to anybody who was watching. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're all doing well.